Hey, good morning. It's Friday, January 19th, and we're here to solve today's New York Times crossword puzzle, or give it our best effort. My little box over here is kind of dark. I don't know. Hopefully, you can see me. Once I click into the puzzle, it should brighten up a little bit, so we won't worry too much about it. Still fairly dark outside, though. 7:14 a.m. I got a nice fire going, teeing up for a nice weekend. I was planning to do a live solve yesterday, but the skiing was like off the charts, like about as good as it gets. A midweek powder day in between, like or after a holiday weekend. So good stuff. And I got my Celtics hat on today. They're playing the Nuggets tonight, so go Celtics. Hopefully they can pull that off. That's about it, though. Hope you had a good week. Hope Jacob McDermott has treated us well with this puzzle. I'm not familiar with his work, but I'm sure it's excellent. And we're working on a 40-day streak, so got that going. Yeah, that's about it. Let's solve a puzzle. Ready? Go. Bladderball players, historically, I have no idea what bladderball is. Sounds terrible. OMG, stop. Like TMI or something. A certain city guide. That could be like a docent, is what I'm thinking. But could also not be that. Leaving a participle dangling in English class, say. I think that's just a no-no. Okay. Words after a long day. Most of those words are not sayable in pleasant company. World capital since 1971. I mean, no idea. Just right off the bat here, I'm going to say this is going to be a challenging puzzle. Everything here seems a little bit niche. Displays of villainous delight. Well, I mean, that's like a sneer or like a evil laugh. Evil laughs. Yeah, that could be like PTSD, maybe. Vibrating part of some instruments would be a reed. Okay, I like it. Evil laughs. We're getting there. Yeah, I get it. Like okay, or something. Hog calls are just such as oinks. A Honda model. I mean, I'm thinking of the Honda Accord, the Honda Pilot, Honda. Grand something, town in Nova Scotia. I have no idea. I've never been to Nova Scotia. Sorry. Sorry. Like a whoa or to rue or something like that. Fixed a short in, like rewired, I'm going to say. A short circuit. Um, this is like a balsam, right? And a bed material would be a flash of inspiration, like a bright idea or a great idea. Cheery greetings. Like ho hos, like ho hos. A delicious hostess chocolate treat. Takes home like nets, like net pay. Open wide. Say maybe. Liniment is an example of a thing. Subjects of the 2019 Pulitzer winning novel The Overstory. I've never heard of that. Not be bothered by something. Some deco pieces. Well, this is going to be a name, right? Some deco pieces. Maybe not. Is Triton in the sea? I bet he's the Poseidon of Romans. Some deco pieces. Let's say that is plural. I'm just kind of guessing here. Why not? What makes a drink alcoholic? Well, liquor, alcohol, yipes. Word with heat or devil. Devil dog, heat. Heat map. Launchpad for many comics in brief. SNL probably. Saturday Night Live. Rev counter is what, your tachometer? Tachometer? What UPS routes tend to avoid. They tend to avoid left turns, which is pretty fascinating. You can get around this country faster if you just avoid making lefts because they're so inefficient. Pronto could be stat, could be ASAP. Break in, cat or cow. Well, those are both poses in yoga. Ish. God in the Marvel Universe. I'm going to guess that's Thor, right? Bruise. Umami enhancer is MSG, monosodium glutamate or something. And breakout group is like a sect, I bet. So 5'10". It's just like an okay first pass. Not making great progress here, but we'll get there. Words after a tirade. Something rant. Like, well, well, well. Boy, that's a broad clue. Well, well, well. So here you are. Needing PR help. Is that like underwater? PR help. Saturate. Oof. Tough. This is going to be tough. Underwater, I'm going to say. Saturate. Like soak. Proven to be true. Theories. Like, kind of want that to be theories. What a star signs. Star signs. I mean, their autograph is obviously the place I'm thinking, but like, let's do this. I'm in. Okay. Hagen. Uta Hagen? Certain city guide. That was like a bus map. Bus map. Symbol on a score is. Oh, that's supposed to be read. Symbol on a score is. X. A good speller is a mage. And Arthur Ashe. Like, symbol on a score. Antlered animals are elks, right? Where's after a long day? Home at last. So a slur is a symbol on a score? Huh. I don't know. This looks like it's got to be theories, which would mean rewired, though, might be wrong, right? But theories. Right. And TMI going across here. And a star signs a movie deal. Movie deal. Grand Prix, and anti would be pro, right? Maybe, like, is this somehow still going to be rewired? Seems like it, right? Sorry, it's sad. Up on the forehead would be dough, like Homer Simpson would say dough. Ready? I'm set. So I'm increasingly thinking this is rewired, but theorems. There we go. That's it. That makes sense. Theorems. A galactic scale. Mom and pop shop is to David what David is to Goliath. Oh boy. Mom and pop shop. That's confusing. Not ready. Feels like there's gonna be something sec. Give me a sec. So maybe Thor's wrong. Here. Equipped for treatments. Oh, spas. Okay. So, God, in the Marvel Universe, I really don't know. Not ready. In a sec. Be down in a sec. Something like that. Time to drop the ball is New Year's Eve. What is this? Something moment. An aha moment. There's a flash of inspiration. Fried side dish. Tater tots. Delicious. A certain credibility assessment. Something test. Right? Pronto. Yeah, that'd be stat. And test. Pardon me. Still have a bit of a cough. It's been like a month. Got hitched. Got hitched. Like follow thy fair son. What is this? Bothered by something. Like let it slide. No, let it be. Top of the line. Mercedes-Benz is an S-Class. Yipes is like an egg fast might be like a keto diet, I guess. An ack. That's what was that comic character? Kathy. Who should just say ack a lot. Judgmental sounds would be like tisks. Could be also tuts, I suppose. On the job, at it. Prop for Willy Wonka is a cane. Mr. Hyde, as in Dr. Jekyll, and like cheddar, but not brie. Like firm. And a limit is like a cap. Probably steeps. Yeah, brew steeps. Yeah, staycation. And kinda, sorta. Okay. Got hitched, like hit a snag. All right, progress. Bladder ball players historically. I mean, I just have no idea what bladder ball is. World capital since 1971. Needing PR help. Like, is it underwater? Could be like in the water. In hot water. Boom. That would be. So this must be Doha, which is the capital of Oman. Yeah, I get it. Okay. So what do we got here? Word for tirade. End of rant. That works. What is this? Bladder ball players. The Eli's. Looky here. Yeah? Honda Fit. Eli's being people who went to Yale. I don't know why they're called Eli's, but it's probably a good reason. What do we got here? Bed material. So bed. Bed of moss. Bed. A liniment. I really don't know what a liniment is. I want to say it's the thing in a light bulb, but that's a filament. Not be bothered by something is like let it roll, let it slide, let it roll. Would that work? Lactic scale. Is that like Moore's scale? I'm gonna say drink alcoholic. Heat ray, double ray. Okay, so this is going to be thy. Follow thy fair son. And this is ethanol. Oh, smell test. There we go. That's going to help. I'm going to say that's ethanol, right? A galactic scale. Mom and pop shop is something store. This must be Aries, right? Something store. Chain store. Head material. Mulch. Galactic scale. Hold on a sec. Let it ride. A liniment is a balm. The galactic scale is a what? Oh, this would be high hose, maybe. So Libra. Like, is this a U? What? Dude. Oh, duh. Oh, boy. If ever there was an appropriate time for duh to be the answer, like, that's the one. I was so set on that being dough for Homer Simpson, but, like, duh, of course. And obviously that's mulch. um, I'm kind of amazed at how badly I did today and still squeeze this in 1457. That's a reasonable time for a Friday live solve, and I just don't think I was really quite on my game today. Maybe my brain needs to be rewired, and it will help me have an aha moment. But we did it. We solved that puzzle, which that's the name of the game, right? Don't really have to do anything beyond solve the puzzle for this to be a successful venture. So we done did it. Libra, I don't know. That was a galactic scale. Is it the scales of justice? I guess I don't know. Some kind of a astrology thing and a cosmos thing, the stars. Anyways, let's have a look and see why I'm so dumb. Eli's. So these are people who went to Yale. Apparently, they played a sport called bladderball. I'm guessing it was probably the father of pickleball, and they're all getting rich on this pickleball boom we're experiencing. But don't love that at 1A. I mean, that seems like a real kind of obscure thing. So TMI, sure. Certain city guide is a bus map. Some cities, it's great getting around on public transportation, and other cities, not so much. So hope you're in one of those cities where the bus map is going to be your ticket. Participle is a no-no. Home at last. That feels pretty old-timey. I mean, does anyone actually say home at last? Unless it's tongue-in-cheek. Doha, evil laughs. I enjoyed this one right off the bat, and think that's pretty good fill. Displays of villainous delight. Terrific. Okay. I mean, we have this right below no, which feels a little bit stepping on toes there a little bit. Hog calls are oinks. A reed vibrates. A Honda Fit is a car. Grand Prix, town in Nova Scotia. Seems like there's probably a story here. And maybe that's has to do with something. So I don't know. Sorry is sad. Rewired is when we fixed a short. A bed of mulch. That makes sense. I was looking at MOO, like mooch. Like, I don't know. Nothing was really clicking there. And then I had an aha moment, and it all came together. High hose, like that's what the dwarfs say. But like ho hos is what Santa says, right? So I don't know. I feel like ho hos was a reasonable thing to enter there. Nets takes home. For ones like this, I just always would prefer it to be a little more spicy, I guess. I mean, it's Friday. Like, we can afford a tough clue. Maybe something about the Brooklyn Nets or what the fishermen in Greece are preparing for the day's haul, or I don't know. It just seems like takes home Nets. It's just too straightforward for a Friday. Say balm is a liniment. This just makes me think of Seinfeld. Who told you to put the bomb on? I didn't tell you to put the bomb on. So classic. Trees are the subject of the Pulitzer-winning novel *The Overstory*. So I'm curious about that. Kind of want to read it. Let It Ride. So I don't love this. I mean, Let It Ride is pretty specific to gambling, right? You're playing craps and you let it ride and you let the bet continue and you let the roll keep going. Not be bothered by something is more like let it slide. I think. I just think this is not. They didn't quite nail that one. Art Deco pieces are Airtays. I was pretty sure this would be a name, and I was right. Ethanol makes a drink alcoholic, apparently. Ack. Heat Ray, Devil Ray. Again, I just feel like we could have clued this more interestingly. Ray Liotta or Ray Charles or I don't know. There's some good Rays out there. Ray Romano, for the younger audience. Launchpad for many comics in brief is Saturday Night Live. Your tachometer counts your RPMs. UPS routes tend to avoid taking left turns. I'm curious how much science has gone into this. I mean, they've probably spent more money researching this than they've actually saved, but that's the world we live in. Pronto is stat. Staycation is a break in. That's a nice way to clue that. And a good bit of fill, staycation. Cat pose, cow pose. Kinda, sorta. Yeah, I mean, I don't love that, but it's fine. Aries, Steeps, MSG. This also is, I mean, I said monosodium glutamate, which I think is what MSG stands for. It's also Madison Square Garden, which for regular concert goers like myself or people who are big sports fans, like MSG rings that bell. So breakout group is a sect. End of rant. I like that. It's a thing you might actually hear a person say, unlike looky here, which sounds like a thing my grandmother might have said, quoting her grandmother or something. This one I feel like an idiot. In hot water makes perfect sense. Underwater, it was like not a terrible guess, but not great. I should have known that was wrong. Soak something in hot water. I like that. Boom, boom. This really screwed me up. Theorems instead of theories, but works just fine. Movie deal signed by an artist. Pardon me, what is it? A star. Let's do this. I'm in. A balsam is a Christmas wreath. Uta Hagen. I don't know who that is, but I'm quite sure I've heard that name. Still not sure what this is. I mean, I'm assuming this is a score, like a musical score, and that there is a symbol called a slur that you would put on that. But not great. And in this world of 2024 we live in, slurs have pretty much been outlawed. So let's just keep that away. And like slur, you could make this. I'm trying to think like, well, slug, no. Slut probably isn't great. Although teed would be fine for like teed up a golf ball. I'm just thinking ways that you could have like tweaked this a tiny bit to make it better. Or like a slur on a musical score, I don't know. Mage, it's like a wise man, or no, like a wizard, right? Arthur Ashe, PTSD, Elks. It's weird to see Elks pluralized, like as many elk are still referred to as elk. It's a group of elk, not group of elks. But I suppose we're referring to them, what is this? As a group individually, we can pluralize it, but each individual elk within the larger herd of elk, I don't know. Seems odd. Pro crossing pre, don't love that. But it's fine. Duh. Had a forehead available, I would slap it. I I'm set. I mean, I don't love this because we also have I'm in, which feels very redundant. Libra, I don't know much about the cosmos, but I don't really get this. Mom and Pop Shop is to David what a chain store is to Goliath. Like, I mean, so a chain store is to Goliath. Like, one Home Depot is to the company Home Depot. But like a mom and pop shop isn't, that's not analogous. Like a mom and pop shop isn't one part of a larger entity in that same way. I think this is a bad clue. I mean, I know it's a bad clue because it's so hard to read and parse and understand, but I think it's also kind of inaccurate. If you disagree, please let me know in the comments. Thank you. Hold on a sec. NYE. Tater tots, delicious. Where did I just have some tater tots recently? Man, what a day that was. Smell test. I like that one. That's a thing people actually say and refer to. Hit a snag. Domain of Triton is the sea. Follow thy fair sun, because we're all familiar with Thomas Campion poems. Mercedes S-Class, keto diet. I mean, an egg fast. Does that mean you fast except you still eat eggs? Like, diets are the goofiest thing. And it's funny when you ask someone what their diet is, they will tell you all the things that they are not currently eating. But your diet is, by definition, the things you are currently eating. And I think there's just a lot of focus on cutting things out of your eating habits instead of adding good things into your eating habits. So I don't know. What do I know? I've never done an egg fast, so I'm hardly an expert. Tisks at it. Kane for Willy Wonka. I've heard that the new Willy Wonka is pretty out there. So kind of looking forward to checking that out. I've seen some movies recently, and movies have definitely not gotten less weird. There's fewer of them, but the big blockbuster movies, boy. I saw Iron Claw recently, which is about the Von Erich brother wrestling family. And like, man, that is quite a story. Must have been interesting in the pitch meeting. You know, hey, here's a really sad story we could tell. Good movie, though. Well done. Zac Efron is very jacked. And the guy from The Bear, I don't even know that actor's name. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, firm cheddar. That's how I like my cheddar. Equipped for treatments are spas, and a limit is a cap. This one, again, like really offers the opportunity to make this relatable to younger people. No cap is like a thing that, it's pretty current lingo. So anyways, we did it. We solved the puzzle. We're just fantastic people for getting up early and tackling the day's grid. Not a bad effort by Jacob McDermott. I would say it was definitely on the difficult side of things, like maybe like a 7 out of 10 difficulty wise. A lot of stuff that just kind of, I hit a lot of snags, as it were. But that's it. I might do a solve tomorrow. I don't really know what today looks like for me. The snow's kind of cleared up. I'll probably go skiing a little bit. I might go to Leadville this evening, though, which is about an hour from where I live. So TBD, we shall see. But whenever the next time I do a live solve is, I hope you'll join me for it. And I appreciate you joining me here this time. Do me a favor, click the like button and subscribe to my channel if you have not yet already. And hope to see you again next time for another live solve of the New York Times crossword. Hope you have a great weekend. Bye.